Alarming repeated attacks are taking place on Hindu temples in Canada. This time, remember, is after what's been unfolding in Australia. A prominent Hindu temple in Brampton in Canada has again been targeted with anti-India graffiti and causing shock and outrage among the Indian community. Condemning the act of vandalism at the Gauri Shankar Mandir, Indian Consulate General in Toronto has said, defacing of the temple has deeply hurt sentiments of the Indian community in Canada, and I quote the statement. The vandalism has hurt us. We have raised our concerns with the matter with the Canadian authorities. This is a consulate office that has given out this statement. The temple, which is a symbol of Indian heritage, has been left vandalized. Take a look at this. Hindustan Murdabad, Khalistan Zindabad. Hate-filled messages directed toward India and specifically against the Hindu community. Canadian authorities are currently investigating the matter. But the defacing is not the first and is not isolated. At least 3 similar acts of vandalism were recorded in Canada since last July. And only in this week in Australia, there have not just been vandalizing of Hindu temples, but physical attack on Indian students and Indians by Khalistan supporters, like it happened just about 24 hours ago. Let's bring in India Today's Foreign Affairs editor, Geeta Mohan, for the latest on that. Geeta, the situation definitely appears to be alarming and is in the backdrop of the Khalistan referendum too. But what exactly is unfolding? What are you picking up? And how is the government of India tracking the details there?
Well, the Indian administration, like you rightly said, Pooja, has been monitoring all these cases and incidents across the globe, particularly in the US, Canada and the UK. The latest being city of Brampton. The mayor of the city has also come out and condemned the defacing of the Gauri Shankar Mandir. And he's also said that this hateful act of vandalism has no place in our country or our city. The matter has been taken up with the authorities. India has raised the matter, as all missions do every time they come across such an incident. So not only has the Indian mission in Toronto condemned the violence, they are constantly in touch with the city mayor and city mayor's office, as also with other authorities and police officials. So right now we're looking at the Peel police looking into the concerns of hate crimes, and an investigation would be carried out. But it is very clear.
Geeta, it's also important to help our viewers understand that while we do talk about the Khalistan extremism rise, but it's also in the backdrop of Pakistan support to it. So there's as much, if there are these isolated incidents taking place, looking in a compilation, it definitely has Pakistan backing. Can you give us more details on that? What are you picking up about it?
Well, most of these incidents or the Khalistani movement or Khalistani elements do have contacts in Pakistan because of the Khalistani elements that are housed and are given enough space in Pakistan. So we do know that they are in touch, they are in contact, and there's a lot of support that comes. But irrespective of that, the Khalistani movement of this certain a very small number of the Sikh community abroad, Pooja, I have to say that, because a lot of them still belong to India and are very fervently Indian in their thought. So the marginal community that has been creating trouble are certainly a concern and have had support from Pakistan or from elements within Pakistan.
So this is definitely a different route that Pakistan is taking, provoking the Khalistan supporters and saying there could be a referendum. But what Geeta Mohan has said is also very pertinent to mention here, that it's only a very small section of some of the extremists from the Sikh community, but otherwise, specifically in India, it does not have takers, and perhaps that is where the hope lies. Stay on with me, Geeta, because there are statements coming in. The Member of Parliament in Canada has also given out a statement, and I quote the statement here by Chandra Arya. The attack of the Gauri Shankar temple in Brampton is latest in attacks on the Hindu temples in Canada by anti-Hindu and anti-India groups. From hate on social media, now physical attacks on Hindu temples. What next? I call on the government at all levels in Canada to start taking this seriously. I want to bring in Geeta again, but Geeta, you know, as of now it appears that this could be an alarming situation, and before it gets much worse and creates further communal tensions between two communities, it is pertinent that governments in Canada, India and Australia to take it up very soon. But also a reminder that for now it is Khalistan extremists, but only very small section, the Sikh community otherwise, not only taking them on, but also ensuring in India it does not find takers. Geeta Mohan with all the latest. Thank you very much for now.